Why is this section so important? Because it is not just a plot twist, but a deep wound in Wang Lin's life, shaping his cultivation path, his emotions, and even his transformation into a mortal. Yet in the recent adaptations, this part has undergone huge changes. The question is, should the production team delete Wang Ping to preserve pure love, or should they keep him to maintain the integrity of the story? 01 Original Novel Review, Wang Ping's Tragic Fate. In the original novel of Xian Ni, Wang Ping's very existence was an accident born of despair and manipulation. Wang Lin, in search of Li Muwan's soul, entered the Suzaku Tomb. Under Suzaku's orders, Liu Mei approached Wang Lin with ulterior motives. She wanted to seize his comprehension of life and death. Under the influence of Meiji's charm and an atmosphere filled with illusions, an unspeakable relationship developed between Wang Lin and Liu Mei. From this, a child was conceived. But Liu Mei, who cultivated the merciless Tao of 1,000 illusions, transformed the unborn child into a weapon of hatred. This was no ordinary baby. It became a revenge infant, an embodiment of grievance. Before birth, Wang Ping was already doomed. He died in the womb, and his spirit persisted as a resentful entity. This tragedy haunted Wang Lin for centuries. His guilt, his grief, and his love for this unborn child became the foundation for his later transformation into a mortal. Without Wang Ping, Wang Lin's emotional arc would lose one of its deepest sources of pain and humanity. 02 Adaptation Dilemma. Delete or retain? Now the adaptation team faces a dilemma. If Wang Ping is deleted, the Suzaku Tomb arc becomes a straightforward Tao battle, Liu Mei versus Wang Lin, a clash of cultivation paths. This appeals to viewers who want to preserve Wang Lin's pure love with Li Muwan, untarnished by external complications. But the cost is enormous. Without Wang Ping, Wang Lin loses the emotional catalyst that pushes him toward becoming mortal. The transformation chapter of his journey would collapse, forcing the writers to invent a brand new turning point. If Wang Ping is retained, the adaptation must navigate extremely sensitive content. How do you depict Liu Mei and Wang Lin's entanglement without crossing the line? How do you present Wang Ping's existence as a tool of resentment without alienating audiences? And most importantly, how do you balance the expectations of two fan groups? Those who love the novel's rawness and those who want the Donghua to focus on pure romance? This is not just a small change, it's a creative landmine. 03 Possible Solutions. Reimagining Wang Ping. One path forward is conceptual redefinition. Instead of portraying Wang Ping as the result of physical intimacy, the anime could use a symbolic mechanism. For example, when Liu Mei tries to plant a shadow in Wang Lin's Tao heart, their conflicting Tao hearts clash violently. From this collision, a spiritual core is formed, an energy fetus. Liu Mei then infuses this spirit with resentment, refining it into a weapon. This would preserve Wang Ping's symbolic existence while sidestepping sensitive content. Another approach is reconstructing motivations. Liu Mei's role can be redefined as a pawn of Tianyunzi, forced into this encounter. Instead of a physical union, the entire child can be reimagined as a Tao fetus, born from Wang Lin's blood essence and Liu Mei's illusory arts. In this way, Wang Ping remains, but the origin changes from human entanglement to a clash of cultivation. This method preserves the tragedy and guilt, but frames it in a way more acceptable to animation audiences. 04 Adaptation Trends, hints from current content. Looking at the current adaptation, the Suzaku Tomb scenes already show clear changes. The intimate atmosphere between Wang Lin and Liu Mei is heavily downplayed. Instead of explicit implications, everything is handled symbolically. This strongly suggests that the production team is already pursuing a compromise, acknowledging Wang Ping's importance, but reworking the details. Audience feedback, however, is split. Fans of pure romance are relieved, hoping Wang Lin and Li Muwan's bond remains untouched. Fans of the novel worry that if Wang Ping is deleted, Wang Lin's future transformation arc will be weakened. The adaptation team is walking a very fine line. 05 Impact Analysis, the chain reaction of adaptation. Why does this matter so much? Because Wang Ping's existence affects everything that follows. If Wang Ping is deleted, Liu Mei's character collapses into a flat antagonist, losing the complexity of being both victim and pawn. The emotional entanglement with Wang Lin vanishes, reducing their dynamic to good versus evil. The transformation arc of Wang Lin loses its emotional core, his grief, his guilt, his fatherly love. If Wang Ping is kept but mishandled, the story risks alienating audiences and triggering backlash. But if handled carefully, it can preserve the emotional depth and maintain plot continuity. This is not just a single character, it's the butterfly effect of adaptation. 06 Best Practice: balance between respect and innovation. So what should the adaptation team do? A good adaptation doesn't simply copy the original, nor does it recklessly cut it apart. It seeks a balance. For Wang Ping, the emotional essence must remain. Wang Lin's guilt, his pain, and his fatherly love. This is what humanizes him, what makes him more than a cold cultivator. But the form of expression can innovate. Symbolic imagery, illusions, Dao-heart clashes, and metaphors can replace direct depiction. This preserves the spirit while avoiding controversy. Finally, the team can adopt a gradual adaptation strategy. Introduce Wang Ping in a subtle, reimagined form. Gauge audience reaction, then adjust the depth of his role in later arcs. This way, the story remains flexible without breaking the original's backbone. Closing thoughts. In the end, adapting Renegade Immortal is not about choosing between pure love or resentful child. It's about how to respect the raw emotional truth of Wang Lin's journey while expressing it in a way that fits the medium. Deleting Wang Ping might simplify things, but it risks hollowing out Wang Lin's transformation. Keeping Wang Ping requires courage and creativity, but it may be the only way to preserve the novel's soul. So, fellow Taoists, what do you think? Do you support deleting Wang Ping's plot to maintain the purity of Wang Lin and Li Muan's love? Or do you believe Wang Ping must remain, even if adapted differently, to preserve the integrity of the original work? If Wang Ping is kept, which adaptation method do you find most acceptable? And finally, are you satisfied with the adaptation quality of Renegade Immortal so far? Share your thoughts in the comments and let us explore together how this masterpiece should be reshaped for a new generation. Fellow Taoists, if you've stayed with me until the end, then you truly understand how important this arc is, not just for Wang Lin, but for the entire soul of Renegade Immortal. Whether Wang Ping stays or goes, this decision will shape the anime for years to come. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to give this video a like. It helps more cultivators like you discover our little discussion hall. And if you want to continue exploring the mysteries of Xian Ni, from Wang Lin's rise to the fate of Liu Mei, to the hidden secrets of the immortal realm, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. That way you won't miss the next chapter of our journey. Most importantly, I want to hear your voice. What do you think about Wang Ping's role? Should he be deleted, rewritten, or kept as he is? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's debate this like true cultivators of the Tao. Until next time, my friends, may your cultivation be smooth, your Tao heart unshaken, and your path eternal. We'll meet again in the next video.